Scaling to 5 million sounds exciting until you're in it. More crews, more problems, and way more pressure. Don't get me wrong, it's where we all want to go, but you have to make sure you learn these 5 biggest lessons that I learned on my way to 5 million, so you can grow without the burnout. Let's dive in. Lesson 1, profit is more important than revenue. Let's start with the big one. Everyone talks about sales goals, 1 million, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, but no one asks the real question, how much are you keeping? When we hit 5 million in revenue, I thought I'd feel rich. Instead, I felt broke because overhead had ballooned, subs were behind, and we were bleeding cash on jobs we underbid. Revenue feeds your ego, and profit feeds your family. A common mistake is overpaying for leads to keep the pipeline full, taking on low margin jobs just to stay busy, growing too fast without knowing your numbers. So here's how you fix it. Set a minimum margin on every job. Know your overhead and break even per month. Job cost on every job religiously. Here's a tip. Don't chase big revenue, chase efficient, profitable growth. Lesson 2, you need systems, not superheroes. At 1 million, you can run on hustle. At 5, hustle breaks. I used to rely on one all-star salesperson, one irreplaceable foreman, and one admin who did everything. Well, what happens when they burn out, leave, or get sick? That's when you realize your business isn't scalable, it's fragile. So here's some signs you're dependent on people and not systems. You panic when a key employee takes a vacation. You're constantly answering the same questions. Every job feels custom and chaotic. The fix? Have a standard operating procedure for everything. Job intake, client communication, final inspection. Use tools like CRMs or job tracking tools or field forms. Train roles, not people. If one person's absence breaks your business, you don't have a business, you have a bottleneck. Lesson 3, culture becomes your retention strategy. Early on, it's easy to keep the team tight. You're on every job, the crews know you, it feels like family. As you grow, distance builds, and people start wondering, do they even care anymore? At 5 million, your culture either scales or it dies. What started to show up? Crew turnover every few months, customers feeling unappreciated, gossip, burnout, and finger pointing. The fix? Build middle leadership through foremen or ops managers. Celebrate wins, weekly shout outs, bonuses, team meals. Listen, then act. People don't leave for money, they leave because they feel invisible. Culture isn't ping pong tables, it's clarity, care, and consistency. Lesson 4, not every client is worth it. At 5 million, you're fielding tons of leads, but here's the trap. Just because you can take on more clients doesn't mean you should. We made this mistake. We took on nightmare clients. We overextended into low margin repairs, said yes to every HOA, general contractor, and storm lead. The result? Refunds, bad reviews, crew frustrations, and paper thin margins. The fix? Define your ideal client and stick to it. Say no early and professionally. Fire the wrong clients if needed. The wrong clients cost you time, energy, and reputation fast. A no today is often a yes to growth tomorrow. Lesson 5, your calendar reflects your priorities. Here's a personal one. As we scaled, I said I cared about leadership, strategy, and team development. But my calendar said otherwise. I was chasing jobs, fixing problems, micromanaging crews, and wondering why I felt stuck. What I learned? Your calendar is your scoreboard. It shows what you really value. So here's the fix. Block time for your high-level work, team building, financial review, and training. Empower others to handle the field stuff. Start each week with intention, not reaction. If you don't own your calendar, someone else will. Want a 7-figure business? Stop running it at the mindset you had at 1 million. Let's recap the 5 biggest lessons I learned after scaling to 5 million. Profit is greater than revenue. Focus on what you keep, not what you sell. Build systems, not superheroes. People should follow the processes. Culture is retention. Your people are your power. Say no to bad clients. Not everyone deserves your time. Your calendar is your truth. Where you spend time is what grows. If you're on the path to 1, 3, 5, or even 10 million, these lessons will save you years of headache. So what's one lesson you wish you learned earlier in your roofing journey? Drop it in the comments below and let's talk about them.